Hey guys, my name is Jordan Harris and welcome back to ReviewTube. And today I have another review that's super powerful. And that I'm talking about is Wonder Woman. The Wonder Woman movie that came out in 2017 was pretty well done, and I have to say, Wonder Woman is one of the best DC characters of all time and one of the best superheroines of all time. And her comic book debut was during World War II, and same thing for Batman. But for Superman, it was during the Great Depression, during the early 1900s. So, if you guys are into Wonder Woman, please read the comics and tell me how you feel about Wonder Woman and tell me what you like about her. Also, go down and press the thumbs up button. So please give me that thumbs up, subscribe my channel, and go on notification bar if you do not want to miss a video I post. And now let's go right into the movie Wonder Woman. And the movie starts off in an open area in the Amazon called Themyscira, where there's only women who are warriors. We find a young girl named Diana Prince. She is the daughter of the queen of Themyscira, Thetis. As a young girl, she has trained, and when she became a teenager and an adult, she started to train hard, become faster, stronger, and also worthy. And when I mean by worthy, I mean by the lasso of truth and her sword and shield. But as you see in the comics, you barely see her with a sword and shield because you mostly see her holding the lasso of truth, which is her main weapon. Because this weapon, the lasso of truth, it's mostly her power that belongs to her as something that's worthy and also something she can never let go and betray her title. Same thing with Thor in the Marvel Comics. Thor carries a hammer named Mjolnir, and when holding Mjolnir, this represents how Thor is a worthy person holding the hammer. Then we see Vision holding the hammer, and then in Avengers Endgame, we see Captain America worthy holding the hammer. This is the same thing as for Wonder Woman being worthy of the lasso, having its power and making sure someone tells the truth and stop whatever comes near her. But evidently, she has some struggles of her patience when it came to training as a warrior. But we do see a soldier from the U.S. Army named Steve Trevor who crash lands on the Amazon island, and he's saved by Diana Prince. Although for the female warriors, they got him arrested and they were trying to know if he was going to hurt them. But he introduced himself and said that he is fighting in World War I, where the Nazis were beginning to become a huge empire in Europe, but they struck harder during World War II. For Diana Prince, she volunteers to go along with Steve Trevor and go on a daring adventure to Europe, where she will have to act like a human and understand what human nature is like than being an Amazon princess. The two things she mostly learned throughout the movie was learning to tell time by learning about what a watch is, and also not having weapons in an indoor public area. Because she brung her sword and shield with her, but Steve Trevor told her not to bring it because it's against the law. But for her, as an Amazon, she doesn't realize it. But for Steve Trevor, he's like a teacher to Diana Prince, teaching her the ways of being a human and trying to blend in with it. But we find our villain at the end of the movie named Ares. And for Wonder Woman and the US soldiers, they stopped the Nazis, and with Wonder Woman's help, they would save Europe and also save the United States. Then we go to the big battle scene between Wonder Woman and Ares. Well, it was a huge fight between those two, and when you think about Ares, you think about his name in the word Shazam in the Shazam comics. So that's a big mention in there. But for Ares, but for Ares as a tough god of war, he most of all wants to just take over the world. For Wonder Woman, she uses her special abilities as a goddess and defeat the dangerous dark god. What happens to Steve Trevor? He has to sacrifice himself and save the world by going on inside of the jet, giving his watch to Diana, and then going and then blew up. With him inside of the plane, he blew up, and this made Diana upset. But for Steve Trevor and Diana Prince, they made a good team and they saved the whole world. Which leads to the present day, with Diana looking at the old pictures of herself as Wonder Woman during World War I with the US soldiers. But when there's a cry for help, this time we see her not spin around and change into her Wonder Woman outfit. We just see her on top of a building with her Wonder Woman outfit and ready for action. But in the Wonder Woman 1970s TV series starring Linda Carter, whenever there is trouble, she spins around and changes into a Wonder Woman costume. That's the ability of her transformation. But we just cut to the part where we see Diana Prince in her Wonder Woman outfit and fighting against evil. And that's it throughout the movie. But I guess they wanted to make it a little subtle and not make it into a cheesy movie flick, as most movies were back in the 80s and 90s. But anyway, yes, this was Wonder Woman. I thought this was a pretty well done film. The next movie I will review is Aquaman. So thank you very much for hearing my video. I'm sorry, but this was a spoiler review. Thank you guys. Take care. I'll see you next time.